and welcome here to TalkFCB, and welcome back to the channel here today, guys, for a full Barça news roundup coming your way. And certainly the big headline here is Joan Laporta's words on Nico Williams, and today we're going to be discussing what exactly those words mean about the potential deal, and we're also going to be discussing as well some new details that have emerged with regards to Nico Williams and Barça. So all of that is coming up, along with other topics that I want to discuss with you. So without further ado, let's do this. But I do have to kick off today with a really important announcement, and that is right here a very happy birthday to Andy. It will be his 17th birthday on July the 10th, and I want to wish you a really great day. I had a message here from your brother Jose. You both watch my videos. I really appreciate that, and I wish you the absolute best there on your 17th. So hopefully you're having a good time. But let's kick off here, guys, in today's video by talking about Thiago Alcantara, because I've got to say already here, really sad news on him. You know, when I heard there that he was going to be retiring, only 33 years old there, and as a player, absolutely wonderful player to watch. You know, certainly there, when he was able to play, when he was able to be out there on the field, injury-free, he was an absolute joy to watch there. Played the game at his own pace, absolutely loved his technique. His whole style was just so aesthetically pleasing with Thiago. Really great player across many different leagues, many countries there, so many accolades he had throughout his time as a player. But like I say, all that's come to an end now because of constant injury problems. He'd been plagued with injuries right throughout his career, and it's going to be interesting to see now what his next step is, because what we're hearing now in the media, Hansi Flick would like Thiago as part there of his backroom staff at Barça. He's actually been talking about Thiago since he's announced his retirement from the game. He has been asking, you know, is there a chance we can get you in? Can we add you here to my staff at the club? And I think what's really interesting about this is two things. Number one, they know each other very well, of course. Thiago played under Hansi Flick at Bayern, so Flick there already knows the kind of brain that Thiago has. I think even during his time, towards the end of the time at Liverpool, he was already taking on there a bit of a leadership role. You know, he was enjoying sort of being around the players, not only as a player, but also spreading some wisdom there on the sidelines. But also, what you've got to remember as well, the language barrier now at Barça, with Hansi Flick coming in. We know that he's learning Spanish, we know that he's getting up to speed as quickly as he possibly can, but somebody like Thiago, who can communicate there with Flick, he spent a lot of time, of course, there in Germany, a lot of time in England as well, really good with his languages. He knows the club very well. So you can understand here why Flick is just asking the question, are you available? Are you willing there to straight away jump into that next move in your footballing career? And do you think Thiago would be a good addition to Flick's backroom staff? And do you believe that it could happen? Another topic, though, that I do want to mention in today's video, guys, revolves around Jean-Clair Todibo, because this is somebody who's been on the verge now of a big move for several transfer windows. We've seen Todibo linked there with a move to Man United. Of course, right now he's playing his football at Nice in France, and right now Juventus are the latest club who are looking at him, who may well make an offer. Nice have already rejected a €35 million bid from West Ham. They aim to sell him for more, and they believe that will happen this summer. Now, why am I mentioning all of this? What has this got to do with Barça, other than Todibo being a former Barça player? Well, we still have a sell-on clause in that deal. Whatever Todibo is sold for, Barça are going to be entitled there to around 20% of that figure. So just as an example here, say Nice were able to get more money, maybe from Juventus there, maybe something like €40 million, Barça would have an immediate cash injection this summer of €8 million. And that's a decent sale for us here. We are a club who struggle to get money in through player sales. Even when we sell players, we don't really get the big money, and we could actually start to benefit now from these sell-on clauses that we've inserted in these deals. So Todibo may well be on the move this summer. He's been on the verge of it now for some time, and if it is for big money, Barça are standing in the perfect position to benefit from that. And we will need the money. We do need the money. We would gladly accept the money, because we've got transfer plans of our own this summer, and we really do. Because now, by the way, because of these words that we're going to talk about from Joan Laporta, it is clear Barça are going after Nico Williams. It's no longer about rumours, it's no longer speculation. We want the player, it is confirmed, and we are desperately going to try to sign him this summer. Because Laporta there was speaking with Cat Radio. I think it's important to really analyse what exactly likely, Laporta said, because sometimes there's a few mistranslations, things can get taken out of context very, very easily. So what he said was, economically speaking, we could commit to the signing of Nico Williams. When you're talking there about the transfer fee that is being mentioned, Barça can do that deal. He said, Nico is a player that I like him a lot actually, he's a very, very good player. He said, we are already working with Flick on potential signings, and now we will leave Deco to close the operations that we are working on. So Laporta there already saying, economically speaking, we could do that deal if we wanted to, and he also admits that Nico Williams is a player that he likes, but he said shortly we will be able to announce some good news with regards to the financial issues at the club, and we will be back within La Liga's fair play limits there, speaking about the 1-for-1 rule, and that will allow further good news in terms of signings. So Laporta there openly saying very soon, publicly, it will happen. We will return to the 1-for-1 rule, we will have that good news coming in, and everybody at the club is believing in that right now. But some people are sort of saying when it comes to Laporta and these interviews that he can give in transfer windows, is it wise to speak publicly about players that you're looking at, players there that you're trying to sign before you've actually closed the deal? Is that helpful from your president there? Is it wise to do that? And I think it's interesting because a lot of the time I would say no. A lot of the time I would think, it's not really the best time to speak now. Let's close the deal. Let's get it done. Let's not invite other clubs to get involved before we do the deal of our own. But I think in this case, what this tells us, I believe, is that Barça have received clear assurances that Nico only wants Barça. And that is what we're hearing every single day in the media. Nico's priority is Barcelona. He has rejected offers from the Premier League. He's ignoring other proposals. He wants to sign here. And he's also aware that the club are preparing that offer. So I believe here, Barça, what we can take from Laporta's words is that they know Nico is prioritising the club. So Laporta felt safe to speak about him publicly. But what I think we also have to understand here is that Nico and Athletic Club, they're not really going to wait around forever, because what we're hearing today is the deadline, really, this sort of loose deadline that Nico Williams has said, look, can we get the deal done by early August? That is what is being reported in the media right now, because Nico Williams wants to know what his future holds. He wants to make that next move, but I think, to be honest, if the season starts, if we let this drag on into mid-August, late August there, when the season is underway, when Nico is playing again for Athletic Club, I don't think Nico really is going to drag himself away from that. I think here he would like all of this to be wrapped up before he even goes back there, before the season starts again. That is why he is saying right now, let's get this done by early August, and anything later than that would sort of put doubt into the deal, because honestly, guys, it should be straightforward in terms of it's a release clause. So the price isn't going to change. We're not negotiating with Athletic Club here. We're not playing hardball. We're not thinking, okay, if we leave it a bit longer, they might come down in their valuation. The release clause is the release clause. It's 58 million. You either want him and you pay it, or you simply don't. Athletic are not going to budge on that. They're not going to play ball with us. If we want Nico Williams, we are well aware of what we have to do. So I think they're looking at Laporta's words. He says soon we'll be back on the 1-for-1 rule. We've received certainly good signs there from La Liga, which we've been waiting for, and then it is going to be over to us to make that offer to Nico Williams and to pay the release clause in full if that is what we choose to do. Because when it comes to wages right now, Nico Williams, what we heard about that was that he would command an important salary, that he would like to sort of earn there a pretty decent wage at the club. And will we be able to fit that in to our wage structure? Will we be able to fit that in to FFP? And what we're hearing right now is that Barça will offer a salary to Nico Williams that increases depending on the number of games that he plays. So I'm just wondering already here, are we looking to agree something with Nico whereby it's maybe less than he thought, maybe less than what he was aiming for in terms of that base salary, but there's going to be bonuses in there. There's going to be add-ons. There's going to be easily achievable bonuses that can bump up that pay packet. That's just something there that I think Barca right now, they are working on. And I think Laporta's words are positive. I can understand people that are saying, look, Laporta talks too much, that he's talking before the deal has been done. I understand all of that. But from those words, I gauge that Barca are confident that soon they can make some actual moves. And they are confident that when they do get the go-ahead from La Liga to go back to the 1-for-1 ruling, when the fair play situation is solved, we have the money, we have the capabilities to get this deal for Nico done. But of course, guys, as always, that is only my point of view, and what I would like to know is what you are thinking there. What did you make of Laporta's words on Nico Williams? Do you believe it's a good indication? Do you believe there that we can be confident about his signing? And I also do want to wish you guys a good night, really do. I hope you enjoy Spain versus France. And once again, just to wish there, Andy, a very happy birthday. Thank you indeed, guys, for all of your great support, for tuning in here, video after video. I will catch all of you soon, but until next time, as always, Visca, el Barça.